we get a couple more people in here, we'll get started. See if I can dredge up Lee. Doesn't look like he's about, though. Howdy, Yubi. How are you doing? Will we continue The Last Kingdom? Yes, this is a continuation of the previous game. Avis here was the Patricians of the Coast selection to replace the king last time. Doing all right, Yubi. Hopefully you're doing the same. So some events that happened last time should get referenced in this game. Of course, the new monarch is the character that took over last time. Now, unless you own the game and have it linked with Twitch, you don't get to choose your dynasty. You get thrown into a random one. You only get to choose your dynasty if you own the game and have it linked. That's the perk. Got sold to other groups. Maybe you switch sides. Sick gets into the grandees. Limos and patricians. I don't remember which y'all were last time. Oh, Zach got this old one. Did Limo get his old one? Nice. Very lucky. Oh, even have the same money. Nice. Maybe it does remember then. Yeah, it probably... Yeah, I bet it does. I bet it looks at the old save file and checks. Yep, there's an extension. Wonder what happens if you start without anybody in one of them. In one of the factions. Wow, you don't even know the king's name. You don't even know his name. And he's your guy. I'll give it a few minutes to see if somebody else wants to join. Howdy, Zark. This is King of the Castle. It is an audience participation game. I will be playing the role of the Monarch. There's 3 factions in this one. There's actually more factions, but for this dynasty, we've chosen these 3. Throughout the game, these 3 factions will be scheming to overthrow the monarch and place their own person in the seat, in the throne. Do you have to do anything after joining? There will be a bunch of voting and spending money on things to get what you want going. And I'll make decisions to try and keep my own power. I failed last time, so the Patricians of the Coast won last game. How long is the game? It depends. I think last time it was what? I think it went about an hour and a half, something like that. It'll probably go a little quicker this time, since I know kind of what I'm doing now. Alright. Zark's in. Alright. Since Zark is a little short on time, we'll just go ahead and start. Anybody that comes along can just join in the middle of the game. Oh wow! All the factions keep their stats too. Wow. Wow. Okay. All right. Let's do the coronation. You may have won the throne from King Lothar, that lout, but you must still answer to the council. As is tradition, they will decide what happens at your coronation. Okay. Here's your first vote. Coming up. But it's my coronation. This isn't an absolute monarch. Everything has to be run past a council vote, even this. Shall we call the nobles in? Yeah. All right. I can sort of... Howdy, Dr. Guess Who? Welcome in. I can sort of influence the vote. All of this... And Crow Alt, how do you do? Beowulf, how's it going? Defiance and Wealth. I'm going to mark this as my preferred vote. Welcome in, everybody. Here's the instructions right here. Vote A, B, C, or D. You gotta type in exclamation point vote for what? There. We did throw the monarch in the river last time. We'll do it different this time. Patricians will smooth over any bad feelings with bribes. Keep their new monarch on the throne. The patricians distribute bribes. Sorry, gifts to the chiefs and the grandees. Meanwhile, the coronation itself is a rather quiet affair. The north and the south defiance goes down. Some patricians' wealth is decreased. Some chiefs and some grandees' wealth has increased. I don't know exactly what happened. But what's important to me is these things. Alright, council, let's get introduced. Lord Patrician Limmelmon. We did it by the 9th. We had to pull some strings, but we got you that crown, just as I said we would. Now just remember to uphold your end of the deal. You're not really a monarch, more like an employee of the patrician. What the coast wants, the coast gets. What if I govern for the good of the whole kingdom? I'm monarch now, you can't push me around. Alright. You know what? What the coast wants, the coast gets. We're a patrician through and through. Unless I decide otherwise. Let's introduce ourselves to the chiefs. Howdy, hamster. It's Chief Zark. Good luck in the days ahead, your majesty. You'll need it, dealing with us lot. And the grandees. May the 9th God bless your reign, your highness. I trust you will conduct yourself with honor and faith. Yes, yes, honor and faith. It's exactly what we do here. What do you think? Will they be a good little monarch and do as they're told? Too early to tell. We should have a backup plan, just in case. The green apple bean. History books do not look kindly upon usurpers, unless, of course, they prove themselves worthy of the throne they have stolen. When you die, how do you hope the kingdom will remember you? Probably not military. Authority. Farming? What's our farming look like? Not bad. Let's go ahead. As the parent of the nation. Are you concerned for the welfare of the commoners, or are you just hoping for a favorable passage in the history books? Getting my name in the books isn't that bad. Suggest over the next few years you focus on improving the kingdom's overall farming as much as possible. Howdy. I need to read that over here. Zyfriend. Welcome in. Once you have an heir, I will turn to discuss how your ambition is progressing. Good luck. Alright. That ends that season. Eric of the Crow Alt F5, an infamous Northern Elder, stands precariously on the Longhouse crossbar, screaming like a fallen god. Welcome in, Zyfriend. Chiefs of the North, we all know I should be on the throne, not this imposter, Monarch Avis. How do we make that happen? Alright. Chiefs of the North. North? Yes, Chiefs of the North. Make your votes. Make yourselves known. Lower all faiths. Interesting. That's probably a good pick. Because Chiefs already have pretty low faith, but this faith pretty high. Voting is closed. Chiefs plan to dig up Aldheld's legendary horn and use it to take over the kingdom. First, they must win the favor of the gods by diminishing the kingdom's belief in the ninth. The patricians won the last game. The grandees were like one turn away from winning a civil war, but then the patricians got off their third scheme just in time. To advance their scheme, the chiefs must lower the combined total of all regions' faith to 12 or less in 4 seasons. Seraphina of the Dr. Guess Who lineage, sinister southern vintner, stands bathed in sunshine, ranting in a fury. A false pretender occupies the throne while my claim is ignored. Grandees of the South, this is a stain on our honor. We must not allow it to go unanswered. All right, grandees, what's your plan? Now, I did pretty poorly as monarch last time. This is only my second game, so you nobles have a pretty good chance still, probably. Sorcery. Alright. Can you be shown your region? The extension is of... Sure, I think... Yeah. How do we do that? Let's see. Noble list. Where's the... Oh, here it is, right. Here we go. You are of the patricians. You have 1,000 money. Beowulf is so poor. Oh, look at all this money. I need to look at this more often. Alright. The grandees plan to make a bargain with a wizard. These immortal spellcasters. Hamster is a blue. These immortal spellcasters seldom get involved in political squabbles, but perhaps if the monarch was considered a threat to their autonomy. To advance their scheme, the grandees must raise authority to 5 or more in 2 seasons. It's already 5. Denari of the Zweifriend family of the many numbers. Charismatic coastal elder. Scribbles with a well-used quill on a hardwood desk, explaining in measured prose. How very cunning of us. Avis now sits on the throne, and the patricians are in charge. Sort of. But the other regions will already be scheming to depose them. Do we stay loyal to the new monarch, or cut our losses and put me on the throne instead? Alright, patricians. Do your worst. Can you win again? The loyalists. Very good. User do. Welcome. You're a blue one. That settles it then. Long live the monarch. May they bring peace and prosperity to our new kingdom. But we can always change our minds. If Avis ever gets out of line, we can take up arms and get rid of them old-fashioned way, even if it's a little costly. The patricians' goal is to aid the monarch by countering the other region's schemes as much as they can. They will win the game if the monarch produces an heir and completes their ambition. What a coincidence, so do I. However, if defiance gets too high, they can still change their minds and rise up and rebel. Well, we'll just have to make sure that doesn't happen. The patricians are my good friends and buddies. Alright. Laws of the land. What do I like? I like veto a lot. Options the nobles vote otherwise. Ooh, we don't like that. That's a little too swingy. If nobles vote... Oh, I like this. This is good. That's really good. Especially... I feel like the patricians might get pretty rich. Alright, let's start at the bottom. An exotic plant. I'll try and keep the noble list up. You may have to remind me a dozen or so times. Grandee Zekrom strides into the council chamber, brandishing a clay pot from which grows a long, leafy plant with floppy yellow flowers. Our expert farmers have discovered a new kind of plant, Your Majesty. I thought you might like to name this exciting new discovery. Oh, lovely. Oh, it's Planty McPlantface. Well, I mean, descriptive. I like it. This stuff grows wonderfully fast. Tastes horrible, but the farm animals don't want it. I suggest we grow it in the south as livestock. Perhaps it'll make a nice addition to the palace decor. Okay. Cultivating the south. This raises farming. We do want to do that. And defiance is down. That defiance up. Tell you what. Let's go. Let's cast our vote for this. And hope it works out. Probably not. All right. Yes. Patricians. Vote. Yes. No. No. Ah, well. That makes sense. It wasn't that critical. Seize the Planty McPlant face crop from the Grandees and plant it in the palace. Not all Grandees are happy about their Planty McPlant face being uprooted and put in the capital. But Grandee Zekrom 101 is grateful for the cat. Alright. That's fine. I didn't read that part mistakenly. Alright. Sorry, hamster. It's too hard. Hamster can't put the effort in. This is a juicy pear bean. Chief User Do is dead already. Murder! My parent, Chief User Dove, has been murdered, and I know who did it. It was Grandee Guess Who. By the gods, don't let them deny it. I won't deny that I killed the venerable Chief User Do, but it was no murder. User Do agreed to an honorable duel, which I won. Gods be good, it was no duel. Cold-blooded killing. What reason would my parent possibly have to duel you in the first place? The reason for any duel is between the challenger and the challengee, a private matter not fit for this council. You're hiding something. Okay. Howdy, bird. Welcome in. Thank you for the raid. How did your Isaacs and fruiting go? Okay. So this would raise Defiance here and here and lower it here. It's probably fine. This is all Defiance stuff. Just raise Defiance here, lower it here and here. Hold a trial? How about... Let's go with this one. Yes, I figured Dr. Guess Who would choose that one. Gold. Tasty, tasty gold. Hope everybody had time to get the vote in. Zek missed yet another watermelon. I was there for that watermelon Zek missed. A duel is a duel. Let the accused go first. That's fine. Fine. It's now insolent. That's fine. Who let a murderer walk loose, even if they admitted it right in this council chamber? God's good. Glad the council respects the duelist's code. Once agreed upon, a duel cannot be rescinded. Thank you for preserving our southern traditions, Your Highness. That's okay. We'll fix it. Good news, Your Majesty. I received a vision. I saw you bathed in holy light, blades and missiles crumbling to dust before they could reach you. You do not need to recruit an honor guard. The ninth god will shield you from all harm. Never seen the ninth protect someone from a sword through the chest. You need tangible guards. I think I know. I think I know. I wait your verdict with bated breath, Your Majesty. feel like it's going to be... This will lower their defiance and raise these defiances. I assume. Faith will go down. I think we gotta pick this one. Let's do this. How could you choose them? This is fine. I'll make the arrangements at once. Foolishness. Do you not trust the protection of the night? This kingdom grows more faithless by the day. That's fine. You don't need your faith. The warrior heroes arrived a few weeks later. They swagger in with big grins and bigger axes, belching and singing and roaring out unsavory jokes. Man, these are my kind of people. One of your courtiers faints. They need the experience. All right. Use your money. Use your money, nobles. We need A. Buy A. Patricians, vote A. Oh, I gotta start the auction. Haha. Howdy, Beardo. How do you do? This webcam. I think that goes into an empty spot. That's good. It's a sour apple bean. Nice. Wait, what is C? Raises authority. Okay. I'm okay with that too. I think. Time's up. We built a monument, which raises authority, and an aqueduct, which gets our farming up. Good job, patricians. Good job. Well, that's good for the grandees, but it's okay. You can't get away with foiling every step of everybody's scheme. Anything going down here? No. An arms shortage with the patricians. Let's get the patricians sorted. Grandees are pretty tough. Yeah, they came out real good in the last one, though they didn't win last time. Your Serene Highness, the situation in the coast is dire. Patricians, the monarch's navy is in tatters. So few ships remain. I fear we lack the presence to patrol our trade routes. We must bolster our dwindling forces in the coast. Who knows what will happen to our people without protection? Our mercenary company. Ooh, don't like that. 60% on trade, 60% on stability. Employ traders from the south to build new ships. Let's go with this one. Without protection, more people will have. It's true. No, we can't afford it. It can't be afforded. We can't do it. God dang it. There goes owner money. Okay. Voting is closed. This means high taxes, just so you know. Mercenaries? Not usually one to trust them. I suppose it's better than nothing. On your Marshal's advice, the Treasury contributes a large sum, all of it, to the hiring of a cadre of Salish freebooters to protect the coast. I mean, raise the military a little bit, so that you're uncouth, foolhardy, and unaccustomed to rubbing shoulders of nobility. Many patricians complain about their lack of discipline, but at least the shipping routes are safe. You're going to find that I'm not a very smart ruler. You'll get used to that. Here we go. You feel relaxed and full of energy as Grandee Zekrom 101 strolls into the council chamber. Stray tendril with Planty McPlant face is curled around the arm of your chair. Wonderful day, isn't it? I'm feeling fit as a fiddle, and not due to the effects of this plant at all. Two of the scholars have been researching the properties of Planty McPlant face, and the scent of the flowers has a euphoric effect. But perhaps that's a good thing. It makes everyone more cheerful. Where's the hall? Well, we can't do this one. We have no money. Don't do this one. This was raise the authority. Do a money vote. Let's see. Let's do A, shall we? Oh, C costs money for the Grandee. See, this is... Will this give me a tooltip if I go here? Because I was under the... No, okay. This isn't the same symbol. So what happens if we do C? I don't want trade going down. Well, the farming is what I'm really worried about. Wealth is cash of the nobles. Okay. I guess it will say treasury down here. Still, I would rather... I think let's do this. How much authority would that go down? It's got 2 arrows. I don't know what that means yet. You know what? I'm just going to veto. No. You know what? I don't really know what to do here. Y'all figure it out. It's harmless. It's fine. Besides, I kind of like it. It makes my head feel good. It got rid of my headache and my spasms. It's fine. Is this delightful plant too good to be true? I'm going into the drug trade, everybody. Alright, the Grandees are relieved that their precious Planty McPlant face was not lost its good reputation. When you settle in your bed that night, leaves coil across your seat. Alright. Let's find a friend. It's important. It's important you find a spouse sooner rather than later. I'll take the liberty of finding eligible candidates. What is your preference, men or women? I do like the ladies. Thank you, Your Majesty. I'll send out messengers to the most influential noble families in the kingdom. Let's see what they have to offer. It's an easy enough decision. You'll marry into the patricians as we agreed before you took the throne, right? Right? We'll see. Down in the south, Grandee Zek is practicing his swordplay, cutting a dummy to ribbons. What'd that dummy do to you, Zek? Suddenly the sky turns black, flash of light, boom of thunder, and a figure stands where the charred scraps of the dungeon used to be. I'm Ethmora, wizard of the storm. Speak your peace, mortal, and be quick. Why, you called us. We didn't call you. Thought we might have a common goal. The monarch has been overstepping their bounds recently, haven't they? This is undeniably true. Watching from the clouds, I have observed many grave injustices committed by the monarch's minions. Technically, the precepts of magic forbid me from intervening, but alas, my colleagues abandoned that rule long ago. I suppose I gain nothing from keeping to it still. One thing, though, you must deal with the bees on my behalf. The bees! Did you say bees? Yes, on this plane, they're simple insects. But in the apiary, the world of dreams and magic, they're powerful and intelligent. Call themselves the dreams of being, not the bees. They have an innate fondness for royalty, and sometimes protect monarchs from magical interference. But they won't harm non-magic folk, beyond the occasional sting, so you can deal with them. For the next stage of their scheme, the grandees must lower all regions' combined farming to 14 or less in 4 seasons. No, that won't do. That won't do at all. Oof, we're just not going to have much money, are we? Ooh, oh, Beardo joined. Nice. What does our noble list look like now? Hamster's not here anymore. He couldn't handle the mobile thing. Meow. I suppose this won't hurt. Alright, grandees. Get ready to feel it. You got all that money. You can spread a little bit of it around. Alright, another duel gone wrong. Dr. Guess Who, are you killing people again? Murder! You are! Stop it! Let you get away with it once. Oh, Dr. Guess Who's dead. I mean, what comes around goes around, Dr. Guess Who. You live by the sword, you die by the sword, and all that rot. Think you'll find a noble grandee that Dr. Guess Who met their unfortunate end in a duel. Comes with the territory, I suppose. A duel? There was a knife in their back. Indeed, my opponent facing away was a peculiar strategy. Do something, Your Majesty. This is clearly Chief User Doze 2's unlawful vengeance for their parent. This will lower their defiance and raise the defiance here, which I'm not a particular fan of. Execute! No, I'm not executing anybody. Let's veto this one. Nobody gets executed today, but you all figure out what to do about the overall problem. Yeah, so I think duels will soon become illegal. Alright. There we go. Voting is closed. From hereforth, all duels are impermissible. No more. It's verboten. Has the council lost its collective mind? Ban duels? Holy cow! Didn't know it would go up that much. Holy cow! All right, they really cared about the duels. This is the cherished part of our ancient culture. You can't just ban duels. That's exactly what the council does. Before long, underground fighting pits open in the basements of southern taverns, and masquerade balls turn into hotbeds of anonymous grandee duel. That's okay. They'll just kill themselves off. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. The sparkling energy brought by early Planty McPlantface blooms has been replaced with a fever that hits the entire palace. Indoors, the air is thick with its heavy scent. Sweat pours from your brow like a waterfall. When servants open the windows, leaves and stems crowd inside his throat hungry. When the scholars from Quail University investigate the Planty McPlantface, it becomes clear that it's responsible for the sickness. Oh, boy. Help destroy the Planty McPlantface. There we go. Let's make it a money thing. Come and get your money. Alright. I like it like it is. Come and get rid of these plants. It's too much of a problem now. Okay, their defiance went down. That's good. Authority went up. That's good. Farmers from the south recruited into a militia who call themselves the Uprooters and snap immediate action. They cut and dig, and soon every trace of Planty McPlantface in the palace is gone. You were practically dizzy with the speed of it all. Good job. Well done, all. I have found 3 potential matches for you. 1 eligible young woman from each of the kingdom's 3 regions. Choose wisely. You'll be securing a powerful. What if I don't want to marry any of them? Partner for life, to have and to hold. Don't forget. Yes, you have time. What if I don't want to marry any of them? It's decisions that can wait until after you've seen, isn't it? Yes, we've been through this. Each star by a clock. All right, then. Let's see them. Let's play the cloth from the first portrait. This is Frida, firstborn daughter of the northern Zark of the Legend clan. Alright, Zark. She's been a melancholy sort ever since she was a child, but otherwise, she's decent enough company. Works through her sadness on the battlefield, going into berserk rages. She's an incredibly driven person, by all accounts. Gets up at the crack of dawn each morning and goes for a swim in a frozen lake. That's not so bad. I can see the appeal, I suppose. From the coast, we have Dominica, the wealthy heiress to Lord Patrician Zweifrens of the Numbers estate. I mean, just look at her. She's gorgeous. Apparently, she's got a silver tongue, too. Gorgeous is good. She loves to go hunting, which isn't a common hobby amongst the patricians. There was also a scandal recently where she was publicly critical of the church. Nothing came of it. Could be worse. Could be a lot better. I like the sound of that. Finally, from the south, Casilda, eldest daughter of the Jolly Beardo lineage. She's reputed to have an ego the size of the sun. But there's nothing wrong with confidence, right? Well, I don't know. She got in trouble with the Inquisition for interest in potion brewing and the occult, but shows no sign of quitting. There's a rumor that she's obsessed with avenging an old slight on her family honor. Honestly, I don't like it. What do you think? Of course, by picking a candidate, you'll anger the other regions, which isn't a good deal with this. If they rebel, it's going to be a hard sell. Gain a lifelong alliance. Okay, well, I've made my decision. Which of them do you wish to marry? How much does defiance change? Wish I knew. Well, we're going to go with Dominica. Not that bad. It's fine. It's fine. It's just one. We're going to go with What's-Her-Face of the place. And we'll deal with Grandee Defiance another time. Deep in the back rooms of the royal palace, the coastal patricians are poring over secret letters and scribbled diagrams. On the wall is a corkboard filled with pins and crisscrossed by a colored string. The monarch has finally found a match, even if it isn't who he had hoped. No, they just need to get on with the wedding. Indeed. And then on to producing an heir. I heard tell of a secret meeting between the Grandees and the Wither Morel. Ninth only knows what they were discussing, but it can't have been good. We've got to keep our efforts. Monarch Avis isn't going anywhere on our watch. Patricians must continue to aid the monarch by countering the other Median schemes. Well, we know what they need to do. Their fates and mine are intertwined. Howdy, Howitzer. How's it going? Welcome in. Where did Howitzer end up? Here in the Grandees. Come on, game. Give us somebody in Patrician. Timer set to 15 seconds, but will automatically close once the timer is over. See, I can do this myself. I mean, it does decrease the timer, but that's fine. Plus 1 authority. This one, I might put in just for the fun of it. Nah. You know what? Everything's fine as it is. It's all good. Bankruptcy loans. Withdraw. Oh, everything's up here. I don't remember what the timer is. I don't pay attention to these sorts of things. It's beneath the royalties' notice. You lot the council configured. Or maybe that's why I lose this game. I don't know. Alright. Let's get the royal wedding out of the way first and foremost. Your wedding to Dominica is naturally the talk of the kingdom. Nobles and peasants alike travel from across the realm to attend. For a week and a day, the capital is one giant party. Feels like you're the only one not taking part. Instead, you're getting ready for the ceremony. Soon enough, you're standing in St. Bertrand's Cathedral with Dominica at your side. Do you take this woman as your lawfully wedded wife, etc., etc.? I do. Then I pronounce you married in the eyes of the kingdom. After the wedding, there's a feast, and after the feast, a dance. Your new wife, Dominica, laps up the attention, delivering a witty speech, in which she flatters you outrageously. Oh, yes. Yes, this is all going splendidly. By the time you find yourself alone with Dominica, it's past midnight, and you've never felt more tired. You danced so very beautifully. It was such a wonderful day, wasn't it? Yep, sure was. You endure a long conversation. In which Dominica seems determined to flatter you relentlessly and agree with everything you say. Okay. Welcome back, user. I think you're already in. Yeah, here you are, user dude. You died earlier. By night's end. Oh no, you were here for that, I think. Real privilege concealed between 100 layers of etiquette. You go to your separate bedchambers, still strangers. That's okay. She'll come around. It's alright. Withdrawal or bankruptcy lose? Let's go with withdrawal. The absence of Planty McPlantface lowers the flowers in the palace has hit you hard. Good God, words. You can hardly drag yourself out of bed, but the royal physician tells you there's little to do but wait for the lethargy to pass. I'm sorry, Your Majesty. I know you're unwell, but in your absence, the Council has been taking certain liberties. Is there anything we can do to hasten your recovery? I fear you've already spent far too long in bed. We could seek solace in prayer. I think we'll seek solace in prayer. You arrange a series of meditative retreats at St. Bertrand's Cathedral with all your nobles in attendance. The chiefs, of course, are excused. It's unusually pleasant and peaceful. Your nerves settle. The after effects of planning McPlant face fade into a distant memory. There we go. Faith is now steadfast and fanatical, and that's good because we were down to what, 14 or something? Yeah. Now we're a little better here. We're doing good. Doing good. This is a little easier to keep track of now that there's only 2 schemes to deal with. 14 or less. That's going to be a hard one. Bankruptcy looms. The treasury's almost empty, Your Highness. I know. The council decided to spend it all. What do you suggest we do? Apart from raising taxes, we have taxes. We have precious few options. You get a bank loan, or sell some of the crown jewels, or perhaps crack open some of your predecessors' tombs. Most were buried with piles of gold, or so I've heard. We could just make more money. That doesn't sound like the best idea, honestly. Crack open some tombs. I don't like the looks of any of this. I don't like the idea of any of this. Take a loan and don't plan on paying it back. Just like real life. Authority is really high, but I'm wary about the defiance here is what I'm worried about. 10,000. See, this cannot come without a cost. Something's going to happen here if I do this. Do it. Oh, to bank you. Oh, do it. Do it. Do it. The more you say do it, the less likely I want to. Yeah, it's not like we're going to wreck the economy. I think we're going to take the loan. I'm honestly scared of this one. It's too much money. If this were less money, I'd be more into it. If we could just print like 2,000. I think this is, yeah, I know they're all bad. But I think this is the least bad. Let's take a loan. The Bank of Salvant in Gaul operates from the fabulously wealthy Republic of Kurth all the way across the Western Sea. They assure you, however, they maintain total independence from the Republic. The banker they send to take your signature has delicate hands and sharp teeth. He watches you as you put pen to paper, eyes glitter. Excellent decision, Your Majesty. You shall pay us back with 25% interest in 1 year. Sadly, the kingdom in debt isn't great optics, but you had no other choice. It's true. We had no choice. Alright, I think we did alright this season. I think we did okay. An ancient legend is resurfacing in the north, yet the chiefs can't agree on where. I'm telling you, my aunt's second cousin dug up a horn not long ago that looks just like the carvings. Your aunt's always digging things up. I have it on good authority that the horn is somewhere in my lands. The sagas confirm it. I've told you 1,000 times, hamster doesn't mean hornblower in the old tongue. It means a blower of... Okay, it's enough of that. If we're to recover them... I wish hamster was here to see that one. If we're here to recover the horn, we must earn the gods' favor. And while you two bicker, our enemies in the Ninth Church grow stronger. Chief's aim is to lure all regions' combined faith to 12 or less. Good luck. Somebody clip that. They're in their second phase. A proposition, an unusual request, and back from the hunt. Let's take care of our friends in the coast. Your esteemed highness, I recently arranged for the petrified bones of a long-dead giant to be imported to the coast from the north. Seeking a blessing to hold a spice festival in its rib cage. Why don't you just hold the festival in a field like a normal person? Excuse me, a dead giant? Why don't you just hold the festival and feel like a normal person? Because last summer, Beowulf held their festival in an ancient waterfall, and I simply must outdo it. Your Majesty, this is blasphemous. In the north, we believe the giants are the children of the gods. To dig one up, take it from its homeland, and profane its remains, it must not be done. Ooh. Raising trade is good. Lowering faith is bad. Saying golden. Ooh, no, we can't do that. Actually, we can do that. This is the least offensive of them. I don't mind either one of these so much. I'm thinking about doing the money choice on this one. So that'll lower their defiance and raise this defiance, I assume. Which is fine. Everybody gets a little money. Golden choice on C? It's also not bad. But you're already getting money for that one. I think this one far outweighs the other one, so we're going with this. I get more money? Nah. Clearly I don't understand how it works. Oh, I thought that said veto, and I voted for it. Ah, jeez. I chose the wrong one. Sorry. Somebody else vote for this one. Limo voted for it, and it's his choice. Oh, well. I screwed up. Just as all, that's the way it goes. Somebody hit B. Has anybody left? Anybody hasn't voted? I think everybody voted. Oh, well. Look, vote and veto look practically the same, alright? This is fine. Actually, this is fine. This turned out okay. This turned out alright. Chiefs mutter that's a grave insult, but the pagans are ignored. It's fine. Proposition. Your Majesty, I have an idea. The best since lined parchment, I dare say. An expedition to Chur. Sounds churlish. Chur, who's that? Who's that? The vastness of Chor, your majesty, the great unexplored and untamed continent, far across the Eastern Sea. Chor. You have a lot of wealth at the moment, your highness. It's just sitting around, collecting dust. Why not make a sound investment and send explorers to Chor? Who knows what they might find? Treasure, rare materials, ancient history, a new disease. She's a bit too animated when she says the word disease. I mean, we got the money. Would this help lower defiance or raise authority? Sure, why not? Let's see what happens. Her eyes light up from behind her spectacles. Wonderful news! She'll make preps immediate. Expect a brief on your desk very soon. Back from the hunt. Your Highness, you will recall the Queen's consort's recent visit to my lands. Yeah, I remember that. Exactly. Oh yes, Dominica said something about your lovely local cheese. With foods from the East, tasty, tasty. Can I have some? Quite so. More importantly, your wife Dominica and went on a hunt with some of my vassals and retainers. Alas, I have some bad news. I'll allow this good peasant to explain. Your Majesty, Go on. It was the Queen Consort, my prized sow, Princess. She was loose on the fields that day. We had her grazing, and your wife, your highness, she shot her. Okay. You shot a pig in your epic hunt? Hilarious! Is this true? I don't remember it happening. Surely I would have apologized already if I did. Please, your mage. Princess was worth more than my whole farm. My family might not get through the next winter without her. $500. Compensate both of them. Queen Consort will compensate for your loss. We like lowering defiance. I'm afraid Grandee, the Jolly Bird, will have to cover the loss. That does not. The consort will compensate. She'll deal with it. I'll probably make it harder getting an heir. Maybe we can adopt. Ninth pleasure, your highness. A most fair judgment. Defiance now aggrieved. That's good. Indeed, Jolly Beardo's wealth went up. Thank you indeed, your majesty. I've never been seen so much gold in my life. Your wife grimaces and avoids eye contact with you as you render judgment. Whether in embarrassment or anger, you cannot tell. Alright. She'll get over it. And she'll shoot less pigs from now on. Green apple bean. Alright. User do, thanks for the follow. It's mighty kind of you. We need this C, obviously. Patricians. No. Not C. That lowers farming. Never mind. Not C. Anything but C. I have a hard time reading these icons, I guess. E is also good. Time's up. You got C anyway. Oh well. E was a good get. About my heir. We might end up adopting somebody. which could cause problems all on its own. Okay, let's get this over with. Your Majesty, I have those plans we discussed for the expedition to Chul. Thought you were taking care of that for me. We almost ready to leave? Not quite. Still important decision to be made. All right, show me. First, we need to decide who has the honor of building your ship. Okay. Tell me about the patrician ship. It's a mighty galleon in my name. It'll be pricey, but unmatched in quality. Chiefs wish to build a ferocious longship to cross the sea. It'll be well built, but it won't accommodate much on board. No, it's not so bad. I feel like the chiefs know what they're doing. Grandees are hoping to make a small but swift vessel known as a Now to carry your expedition across the eastern sea. Tell me about the Grandee ship again. I've heard enough about the ships. Let's see. It's oof. This is all oof. We're going with the Chief's ship. Let's do this. Get that Defiance down too. Next, we must decide who will crew your ship. There won't be much room in the long ship for anyone but the sailors themselves. We must pick carefully. Tell me about them. Best of them come at a price. Experienced trade ship captains and their crews will be ideal, but won't be free. Also, those in the Navy who are equally experienced. Enlisting them would reduce our naval strength for a time. Could also levy amateur peasant crews or even use prisoners. I don't know how much you could trust them to go where they need to go. Conscript crew from the Navy. I don't know where that military comes from, but they said it was temporary. And I think we got plenty of Navy. Okay, came out of the Chiefs. Because that's where the boat came from? I don't know. Fantastic. I think that's everything. I shall get to work immediately. Picks up her scribbled notes and diagrams and hurries out of the room. Spectacles bouncing slightly on her nose. Ship is completed in record time. Clearly the Chiefs are eager to impress. You see it off from the harbor by the end of the sea. Crew are eager and ships look sturdy. You can only hope they bring back something worth the investment or come back at all. I think those were fine choices. About the air. Your marriage to Dominica is already a disaster. She can't stand the sight of you. And when you are in the same room, it somehow always ends in an argument and a slammed door. I think this was inevitable. The last thing on your mind is procuring an heir, but the needs of the kingdom must prevail. Congratulations, Arnold. The royal meeting was a magnificent affair. But something's still missing. You need an heir. You need someone young, whose loyalty is assured. A child of your own would do the trick, even if they're a bastard, or the youngest of your many cousins. I don't think this is going anywhere. Should have a bastard child laying around somewhere. Ooh, I don't know about this. I'll make my youngest cousin the heir, maybe. For now. Until we can have a child, which I don't think is going to happen, because she hates my guts. Okay, let's do this. I'll make my youngest cousin right. Of course, an entirely sensible way, which is going to cause you an immense amount of trouble. I'll make the amount of arrangements at once. And a delicate matter. As usual, Dominica has spent the day out hunting in the black-wheeled forest as far from you as possible. But after you've eaten your separate dinners, she strolls in, wearing an obviously fake smile. I've endured this so-called marriage as long as I could bear, but I simply can't do it anymore. Your august majesty, it's time we part ways. I want a divorce. Thank God! Now can we stop pretending? Now we can stop pretending. Pretending depths below if you've been pretending you haven't been doing it very well. My own homeland, the coast, is a disaster. The soldiers can barely complete their drills and their armor's falling apart. You're supposed to be doing things for my people, not abandoning them. This was never going to work. It's over now, for good or ill. I called for the Archbishop to witness the divorce scene. Yes, well, good evening, Your Majesty. I know this is awkward, but I'll ensure it all goes as smoothly as possible. Does the Archbishop ever make things less awkward? Oh, no, not you. I live to serve, Your Majesty. All right, let's get this done, Your Esteemed Highness. I'm divorcing you. It's me. All right, I have no choice. She rolls her eyes. Very well, you're now divorced in the eyes of the king. Is this all the same? Yes, it's all the same. Thank the ninth. Ugh. Soon Dominica is ready to leave. It's a pity it ended up this way, but it's probably better in the long run, isn't it? Then she's gone, leaving you in the palace with no one but your honor guard, your huge household of servants, the palace watch, and your inner circle of advisors, practically alone. Am I beheading them? Nah. She wasn't that bad. The only thing she did wrong was kill a pig. But we hate this. But oh well. By the ninth, your august majesty, you rejected my... I didn't. She was a problem from the start. My own blood, this is an outrage. Actually, she divorced me. That's not the point. I and my fellow patricians worked hard to put a dowry together for poor Dominica, tailor her outfit, prepare the feast. Now the marriage is dissolved, I petition the monarch to refund the cost of the wedding. Jesus. Okay. This defiance up, but authority goes up. Tell you what. No, I want veto. We're definitely not refunding the cost. I almost hit vote again because I can't read apparently. Voting has closed. Alright, that probably hurt our... Oh god, stability went down again. That sucks. Farmers do not have the animals spare and point blank refuse to give them away. In the end, you have to apologize to the patricians for the awkward situation. Oof, that's very bad. That's very bad indeed. Turns out to be a great expense. She may run into problems with her unconventional religious beliefs, but that's no longer your problem. Yeah, that went bad real quick. We dropped a lot of authority and stability. A lot. I didn't really have much of a choice. It was gonna happen. Down in the south, Grand Zekrom is visiting the wizard Ethmorel in her tower, floating on an island amid the clouds. I walked away through the apiary last night. The dreams of being still ruled the crystalline cities. What's taking so long? Please, just give me a few more months. Upon my honor, I won't let you down, except you might. Hurry up. I'm not accustomed to failure. Not make her pay? Of course she had to pay. She was already on her way out. She wasn't being a part of the team anyway. Sparks fly from Ethmorel's fingers, and Grandy Zekrom yelps in pain, his hair standing on him. Grandy's aims to lower, the same as it always was. Okay. Tell you what. We have to do this. Kind of have to do that. Alright, we're good. In the 6. Yeah, the last time the Grandees wanted to rebel too. That happens a lot. I was hoping we could avoid that this time. for the north, and we got this. Let's do this first. Elderly lady Patrician Demetra, cousin many times removed from Lord Patrician Zweefriend, died in her sleep last week. She was nearly 90, would you believe? And it's a pretty good run, 90. Indeed, Your Majesty. She stayed at home on the coast most of the time, enjoying herself. I bet. She could have spent more time on her accounts. She died without a will, and the nobles are scrabbling for her estate. Lady Patrician Demetra was my relative. I wrote to her at least once a year, and of course the estate should be mine. My late great-grandfather used to play backgammon with her. She swore she intended to leave it to friendly guy. By the 9th, that's a pitiful claim. Ah, the defiance. The defiance. We do this and it pisses off the patricians, but I don't think the patricians are going to rebel because we're still on the winning side for now. One would hope. We can't raise anybody else's defiance. We can't. Coastal peasants. I don't think they can rebel unless they're above both authority and stability, right? Am I understanding that right? Yeah. It's a very delicate balancing act we're having to do here. We can't let these go up. We can't afford to let this go up. Going with this. I don't like it, but... Closed. I'm going to claim it for our own. Oh, damn, that went up. And that went... Oh, they both went up. Okay, well... I don't know why theirs went up, but okay. Treasure's delighted. No, it's far less. Maybe I missed something. Obviously, I missed something. Wagons quickly roll in from Lady Patricia Dimitri's estate, laden with expensive fur coats, old chalices, and antique ceramics. All these new riches crowd the treasury, but give it a charming atmosphere. Nice. More money. We trust the situation is resolved. Oh, a grandee also wanted to claim it. I'm only half paying attention to what's going on. Alright. A sacrificed priest. Your Majesty, I bring grave news. A missionary went up north to bring the true faith to those pagans. But last week he was found dead on the outskirts of a remote village. May he rest in peace. We'll have to raise authority or something then. Got lost in the snow? No, Your Majesty, sacrificed in a devilish ritual to one of their awful pagan gods. He was found draped across a stone altar with antlers embedded in his head. We must send an inquisitor to the village and root out the killers. Alright. This lowers authority. This lowers authority. Yuck. Yuck. All this sucks. This all sucks. No, I can't keep all of it happening, so let's just do this. There we go. That was the least sucky. We'll just let fate decide. Very well, Your Majesty. Okay, good. This is good. This is very good. Very well, Your Majesty. But we'll seek justice in the northern justice. A few weeks later, the village's god speaker undergoes a trial by combat. She loses her life in the process, which means the old gods judge her guilty. The church has mixed feelings about these pagan methods, but are satisfied with the murder. Okay, this is good. This is very good. That was excellent. Good job. Very good. A contentious sale. Your Majesty, this is an outrage. Lady Patrician Beowulf is trying to steal my bear from under my nose. Not the bear. Did you say bear? Beowulf, what do you have to say? It's not her bear. I was about to buy this beast from an adventure in the Tatterlands when Chief Crow 5 turned up shouting and raving about Skuranorn. And who is Skuranorn? The northern goddess of medicine and knowledge. The bear wears her mark upon her brow, clear as day. Tell me more about this bear. She's a magnificent specimen. She'd be a great addition to my menage. I suppose it's a matter for the council. Mark my words. This bear is not brought to the north where she belongs. There'll be trouble. There's always trouble. Ooh, encourage a bidding war. I would rather one of these two. Especially the bidding war. Sorry, Beowulf. Sorry. I mean, you can still have the bear. You can still have it if you go here and bid for the bear. You can still have the bear. You can still have it. Vote C and you can have the bear. Or maybe not. I'm sorry, Beowulf. I'm sorry. We have to keep the defiance down. It's sacred. Chief Crowolt's 5 should have the bag. That's okay. It's fine. I wanted to see the bidding war too. The chiefs gratefully purchased the bear for an extortionate amount from the Tetherlands adventurer, who can't believe her luck. Naturally, the patricians aren't happy to have lost their potential zoo exhibit, but there's little they can do. The bear turns out to be a fearsome creature with bright white fur and intent green eyes, and she's vast. Even on all fours, she stands taller than a wagon. She's transported north slowly and carefully, sedated by special herbs, and followed by a stream of worshipping villagers. Chief Crow 5 is delighted that Skuranorn's will has been done. I'm sorry, Beowulf. We'll do something for you. We'll make it better. Plus 600 treasure, the nobles vote for the selected option. The nobles vote otherwise. Oof, we don't like this at all. Nobles can change their minds and vote for a different option. How nobles choose to vote is hidden from my view? I don't know. I kind of like these, being honest. I don't think I'll ever get rid of veto. Although this one is confusing, but I think we'll keep it for now. Although this one could be good, but be very bad. We'll just keep what we got. Oh, debt collection. That sounds bad. Let's start down here. Your Majesty, about the treasures of the late Lady Patrician Demetra. Oh, I heard there was a necklace of rubies amongst them. Where's the necklace now? This is of utmost importance. It's probably in the treasury. And that fool treasurer has no idea how dangerous it is. By the ninth, a frail monk in the 7th century wrote of a ruby necklace that drove those around it to sin. Not sin! Oh no! Not sin! Welcome back, Howitzer. Here are the green bees. Believe the late Lady Patrician Demetra had it in her collection. For all this time, it may have surfaced. Are you sure you don't just want this necklace for yourself? She didn't sound very sinful. Howitzer 101 mentioned this relative playing backgammon with her, did he not? Oh, man. Is backgammon sinful? Gambling is a sin. Everyone knows that. The necklace should be destroyed. Could be tested. But of the holy regents will be expensive. Call the council to discuss the situation. I knew all along that estate was a bad idea. Yes, as did I. Bad business, that's what I always said. Weren't you two clamoring for that? Such a shame that your esteemed highness fell foul of this evil magic. A shame, a shame. I don't understand what this means, but I like gaining stability. There you go. Alright, everybody, come get your money. Get your money. Here, vote C for your money. That's right. That's right, you greedy little hounds. Come get your money. Have the necklace tested. Alright. We lost some money. That's... Wow! We lost 500 bucks this one. Treasurer brings forth the necklace. Frown. Please don't destroy it unless you have to. It's worth much less melted down. The High Inquisitor ignores her, takes the necklace away in a leaden box. Turns after a few days with an implacable expression. We had to destroy the necklace, as it was irrevocably tainted and host to numerous dark spirits. In other words, they sold it. The treasurer is furious and complains for days about the High Inquisitor's overreach. In the end, the Archbishop steps in and sends you a nominal fee as an apology, although it hardly makes up for the cost of the ritual. But when word gets around what happened, the people praise your level-headedness. It is better to be safe than sorry when it comes to evil jewelry. Of course. Okay, that was a fine choice, everybody. Let's get this out of the way. Oh, you... Greetings, Your Majesty. I'm here on behalf of the Salvant and Gaul to collect what we are owed. Delightful to see you. You owe us a grand total of 3,000. Can I extend the terms of my loan? We'll be willing to grant you another year at the same rate in exchange for a 20% down payment of 750 gold. Okay. We'll be back in 1 year for the rest. That's fine. It's a payment plan. It's fine. Debt collectors. Damn them. What do we need here? What's our deal? I forget. Your greatness, your greatness. Chief Crow 5 has been having prophetic dreams. It is true. I can part the veil betwixt now and some ways off. Give me a prophecy then. Look to the future. It speaks through me. No more, no less. For instance, Howitzer 101 should beware of birds for the next season. And I saw a vision of Jolly Beardo's body floating away on dark water. Uh-oh, Beardo. What? By the 9th. Please, Your Majesty, have her foretell the future for the council. We could gain insight into great mysteries. Oh, goodness. My goodness. Okay, we're vetoing this one. I was able to tell the difference between veto and vote that time. Is everybody proud of me? No. Come on. Anybody else want to vote A? Anybody? Anybody? Got a few seconds still before I hit the button? Maybe? Alright, maybe not. Thanks, Beardo. Thanks a lot. Throw this charlatan into the dungeon. What? But your greatness! Chief Crow at 5 yells out as the watch haul her away. The monarch's iron grip will rust and crumble away. Beware! Beware! Words echo as the doors slam. Nobles start muttering to each other and then glancing at you. Could she be right? Crow at 5 is gone for good. Crow at 5 too is here. This sucks though. That sucks. Continue to rebellion. Yes, but you can't win this rebellion on your own, obviously. Alright. We gotta get that authority or stability up. A hungry bear. A wondrous bear is thriving in the north, your highness, just as Skuranorn would wish. God speakers have gained visions of new herbs and medicines ever since she arrived. The gods are good. Alright, so things are going good for the chiefs. Can you share this knowledge with the rest of the kingdom? Excellent news. Time for the real questions. Is she adorable and fluffy? She's an avatar of one of our most powerful deities, your highness. But yes, she's very fluffy. Good. The only thing is, she's eating a lot. Oh, that's... Our hunters have to push into the frozen waste to find enough food to go around. Having second thoughts, are you? Perhaps the bear would do better in a nice, cozy menagerie, Oof. This is a no. That's terrible. Oof, 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 and oof. Okay. I think... Let's go for B, if we would. Let's import some fine meats for the beast, even though it wrecks. Even though it wrecks the treasure. There we go. Continue. Chicken bears put a dent in northern food supplies. Import fine meats for the beast. Treasury is now paltry. Fine fish from Saul, venison from the Tatterlands, even some Ashmodean beef. It all arrives in the north to help the chiefs support their sacred bear. She eats remarkably well, grows sleeker and happier by the day. As do the chiefs, who can make the choicest cuts of meat and ripest vegetables for themselves. Ooh, nice, farming way up. That's good. The loan? We can take care of whatever those loan sharks send our way. Look at our military. We're unbeatable. What are they gonna do, right? What are they gonna do? Your Highness, there's been a terrible fire in the city of Serene, where once there were buildings. There is now a field of smoldering ash. Dozens of knaves are dead. They're just knaves, right? Filled with religious conviction, the townsfolk seized a traveling wizard and attempted to burn him at the stake for practicing dark magic. You walked out of the city unharmed. The same cannot be said for those who tried to burn it. Well, I'm sorry to hear your city's gone up in flames. I was hoping the council might unlock some funds from the treasury. You mean this treasury? This treasury here? Oh, dear God. Holy crap. Everything goes down. Well, we're going to lose something, no matter what. None of it's good. So I'm not going to bother putting in my input. Should be done about the burned down city to the south. Find and punish the wizard responsible. A wizard named Gordias is deemed responsible of the fire. You send a squad of soldiers to arrest him and bring him for question. Your soldiers are found a week later, scattered around a field, reduced to bones and ashes. The superstitious townsfolk whispered that wizards are above the laws of both monarch and god. Meanwhile, the grandees who bear the cost of rebuilding grumble that money would have been more appreciated than your ham-fisted attempt at justice. By the ninth, what's the point of having a monarch in the first place? That's right. Get your military wrecked, rebels. Your quest for an heir is finally complete. You stand before the council holding a small child in arms. Should I die, I ask that my crown be passed down to... The council is filled with nervous silence. Okay, this is fine. A cousin and adopted daughter. Cousin and adopted child. They can figure that out for themselves. And the assembled nobles break into polite applause. By designating an heir, you've cemented the stability of the kingdom, more or less. Your Majesty, may I be the first to congratulate you on adopting an heir. What is their name? Avis II. Wonderful, Your Highness. I'm sure little Avis too will grow up to be a chip off the old block. Congratulations on finding an heir. You just need to fulfill your ambition to win the game. Expect a visit from the spy master soon. Start the auction. Absolutely no prison. Do not allow the prison. The aqueduct would be fantastic. Angry. Grandies are mad. Come on, get that A up there. Although raising faith isn't the worst thing either. We just really don't want this, but it's gonna happen, it looks like. Alright. Buildings funded. Why would building a prison lower stability? No. Oh well. Grandees are rebelling again. Man, the last game, we were doing so good on authority and stability, it all just cratered. Rebellion. At long last, the Grandees have reached their boiling point. They're confronted in your throne room by Grandee Zekrom 101. His eyes alive with righteous fury. Ninth, God has judged you unworthy again. Pretender to the throne, the Grandees of the South have listened. We will rise up fight for Seraphina, the true queen. My God, this keeps going down. This is a formal declaration of war. Yeah, we saw it last time. And it makes us reduce this more. Fine. Season. Zek. To the chopping block with you, Zek. God. Here we go. Our watchman wastes no time. Grandee Zek is dragged out into the courtyard and his head is struck from his shoulder. Didn't expect him to move so boldly, Your Majesty. What are our chances against the rebels? Grandees are formidable, but not undefeatable. If they don't persuade any other regions to join the rebellion, that would be disastrous. How'd things get this bad? These numbers went down a lot. Urge to murder rising. So this is it? Civil war? That's right. Just like last time. Can't wait. I'll go dig out the trebuchets. Okay. Peasants on side. Let's see distance. Deep in the desert, a group of rebel grandees have gathered to discuss the war. With them are their spies, cluster of nondescript southern citizens in ordinary clothes. Greetings, righteous friends. I trust the Ninth guides your path. The Ninth no doubt wishes Monarch Avis's reign of tyranny over. That's precisely why I invited you here. We know the patricians are in the monarch's pocket, but are the peasants? Well, patricians' wife and has amassed vast wealth, even in this time of conflict. I doubt it's shared with the ordinary people of the coast. Spies should spread word. We'll be kinder to the peasants than Lord Patrician's wife and his corrupt compatriots. We are blessed. Let us decide how to proceed. Doom, 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 doom. Man, I think if these get to 0, I lose too. Oh boy, this is tough. It's not long before the plan bears fruit. Droves of peasants make a dangerous trek to the south, a golden glint in their eye. As the troops clean their weapons, make repairs, and heal their wounds, one thing is for sure: they'll soon have a chance for some action. Hopefully there will be enough of the kingdom left for them to enjoy once this is over. Alright, here we go. This kingdom is blackened by faithlessness and dishonor. The Ninth God is weeping for what we have become. And whose fault is that? Monarch Avis, the mad tyrant. Alas, you are right. We have no choice but to raise our banners, march on the capital, and install a better ruler, someone like the noble Seraphina. But first we must work on our opening move. Pray to the Ninth. Let him help us decide. We can launch a preemptive strike against the chiefs to cripple their military capabilities. If we suspect the patricians may join our cause, we can call them to war. They'll be more likely to join us if the monarch's authority is low. It's very low. It was doing so good, and then it just cratered, and there was like nothing I could do about it. You could also call upon the church to condemn the monarch. Or finally, you could send off an assassin to nip this in the bud. Alright, let's see how this goes for the Grandees. Grandees launch a surprise attack on the north, slashing and burning their way across field and farmlands. Oh, it succeeded. Rainbows gain a victory point. Ugh, that sucks. That also sucks. Common folk whisper that the battleground will be stained red for a generation. Praise be down with the monarch. The southern soldiers return home in triumph, leaving the north devastated and ruined. They don't sound sorry, chiefs. They don't sound sorry. This isn't going to do anything. Ah, we can't. We have to have a little bit of money. Alright. Something sweet. Let's go see what this looks like. Chief Crow Alt 5 to second and her friends have locked themselves in their lodges and are refusing to come out. They say they're learning the ways of Skurran. Meanwhile, our trade routes are drying up because of their negligence. By the ninth, I swear that's a damn bear's fault. Dangerous thing indeed, Your Majesty. I know we tolerate these heathen practices in the north, but this is too much. What does that mean? Eating poisonous moss and making horrible concoctions so they can have visions of their pagan god? Apparently Skurranor is a deed of wisdom and medicine. What do we do, Your Esteemed Highness? Our traders will lose their livelihoods if they can't sell salt to the northern. Oh no, I wouldn't have the bear assassinated to begin with. Let's ask the chief to share their knowledge. The chiefs will know what to do. What can be done about the recluse chiefs? When the chiefs emerge from their lodges, they find the chancellor waiting. They reluctantly agree to spread word of what they learned from their visions. As the rest of the kingdom puts their visions into practice, the crops flourish. The archbishop claims it's a coincidence and isn't best pleased about farming techniques coming from a heathen god. This is all fine. This is all good. Stability is now turbulent. Dear God. You must have noticed the patricians aren't happy with Your Majesty. Yeah, I noticed. The rebels have a keen eye, and they'll take advantage of the situation. If the coast joins the rebellion, we'll be in serious trouble. No, we need the patricians so that we can all win. If we stick together, we can beat the grandees. High time you ask the patricians directly what they need. Very well. What do you need, patricians? When you call the council, the patricians whisper amongst themselves, glancing in your direction. Your Esteemed Highness, forgive the tense atmosphere, but matters are grave in the kingdom. We're all concerned. What's there to complain about? We're all working together, aren't we? No. Just hope we can all have a productive time. Oof. Jeez. Huh. A bigger military doesn't mean anything. Oh well. I don't think there's going to be that big of a difference if I intercede on this one. I've got better things to do. We'll just ignore it. It'll go away. Oh, God. Those spoiled brats don't know how good they have it. Come on, let's get on with the war. Counting on you, Pat. Counting on you. Vast armies darken the landscape. Shadows of clouds. Flags are flying. Drums are pounding in rhythm with the marching of boots. Kingdom is gripped with civil war. At least that's what you imagine. Most of your time is spent in the safety of your palace, poring over a giant map with your marshals. Your Majesty, the army of the south is advancing on the capital, led by that treacherous cur grandee Dr. Guess Who II. I've received word from the commander of our loyalist forces in the north. They march now. They'll intercept the grandees in a matter of days. I picked to get in debt. They were all... It was the best of 4 terrible choices. I did the best I could. Alternatively, they could join forces with the army of the coast. It's risky, but together they'd have a higher chance of defeating the accursed grandees. What are your orders? The chiefs and the patricians should join forces. It's the only way. Very well. I'll relay your orders to Chief Zark, the commander in the field. Hopefully they do as they're told. God knows treachery can thrive on a battle. We have our orders, but should we follow them? Go ahead. Go get them. This exact situation came up last time. And they did see last time. Which turned out terribly. If you do what the grandees want, you're not going to come out ahead. Alright. Good luck. The whole city holds its breath. You stew in your palace, waiting your marshal's return. Finally, she arrives at your throne. You already raided them. Why would they do what you want? You've attacked them already. Your Majesty, as you ordered, the chiefs have turned their army around to link up with the patricians. All according to plan. Indeed, Your Majesty. Let's hope the plan is sound. It'll all come down to the next battle, Your Majesty. The fate of the kingdom hangs in the balance. We'll do it. We'll do it. That's the spirit. Now, I really must be going. I have a lot to take care of. Over the next few weeks, it becomes clear that the northern army's retreat has given the grandees free rein to pillage and plunder the north. Blech! Rampaging southern forces descend on farms like locusts, taking everything to feed thousands of hungry souls. My God. Trade's not dominant, trade's not destitute. That sucks. This is what the grandees are doing to you, chiefs. This is what they're doing to you. Meanwhile, shops, temples, and manors are plundered. Stolen loot, shipped back to the south. While the north suffers, the northern forces successfully link up with the patricians. And the joint army of the chiefs and the patricians rush to meet the grandees in open warfare. The winner will either end your reign or preserve it. Alright. Let's see. Iron choice. This will not do. Oh, this one sounds fun. I want to do that one just because it sounds funny. Maybe we'll get a chance to put it to use. Okay. Debt collection. Maybe we'll just go straight to the final battle. Let's avoid debt collection. I'm about to go battle is averted. That battle cannot be postponed forever. Chiefs and patricians are all that stands between the grandees and the capital. A final battle, deciding the fate of the kingdom. I'll send word to the patricians that it's time to strike. We can only hope they listen to our orders. Voting is open. Patricians. Go get them. Vote A, patricians. Vote A. It's our only chance. Good job. Good job, patricians. It's a success! Good job, patricians. Good job. When she finally returns, she strides into your throne room with a triumphant gleam in her eyes. Marshal, report. Tell me what happened. We caught the grandees by surprise as they were fording a river. Classic pincer move. The patricians attacked from one side, and the chiefs charged in from the other. You should have seen it. The river ran red that day. An utter slaughter. Good job. Oh, loyalists gain victory points. Huh? You should have seen it. Oh, we already read that. Can't shake the feeling that we missed something. No need to fret, Your Majesty. Everything is perfectly what? At that moment, a frantic soldier bursts in. Uh-oh. Your Majesty, we received word from our scouts. I don't quite know how to say this. Spit it out, damn you! Yes, ma'am. Your Majesty, the grandees must have split their forces. The army we defeated was a diversion. They've got another regiment making its way to the Crown Lands. They'll be outside the capital in a matter of days. And the patricians are too far away to help. What should we do? Time to panic! Picnic! We must prepare for us. Got a lot of work to do. Build up the capital's fortifications, stockpile food, train up a citizens' militia. Don't worry, Your Majesty. This is the last-ditch boy of a defeated enemy. We need to outlast the siege, and the patricians will come to our rescue. Maybe. Maybe. Okay. Good news, Zek. In my last sortie, I captured a key leader of the Loyalist forces. Oh, it's Hamster. Hamster's not even here. Scourge on you, Dr. Guess Who, you poxy snollygoster! Release me at once! Someone gag our guest. I'm tired of listening to his wittering. That's better. Now we can hear ourselves think. So, what shall we do with our pride? Didn't your head get hacked off? Yeah, but this is the second. See? This is your heir. Nay, where is your honor, you dogs? I'm a prisoner and a noble. Chief Hamster is dragged away and handed over to an expert interrogator who has very pointed questions with actual points. Hamster's dead again. Before Hamster expires, he gives up some most useful information about the Northern troop movements. That is unfortunate. Rebels gain a victory point. Oh no, that's bad. Defiance can't go lower. That sucks. That's very bad. Alright, let's see this terrible thing. Again? If you recall, Your Majesty, you did not actually fully repay your debt last time I visited the palace. We owe a whole lot of a bunch of money. Really? That much? Counting for interest, yes. Can't afford it. Does not pay to defy Salvin and Gaul, Your Majesty. We'll return to the Republic of Kurth and inform the Grand Pensionary that you are refusing to pay your debts. That's fine. Nobody cares. Okay. I was already in big trouble. This is no different. Trade war. Besieged. A ground-shaking discovery. Maybe this is good. The Grandees are digging tunnels under our walls, Your Majesty. By Morgana's cauldron, southern troops could boil up from underground anywhere in the city, even under your very throne. Place bronze bowls of water inside the city walls. Judging by the size of the ripples, we've worked out where the tremors are coming from. It's a rough measurement for certain, but we must act now. What would the council have me do? Flood the tunnels with water to divert from the Treadwater River. Sounds good. Smoke them out. Dig counter tunnels and send troops fighting them off. That doesn't sound good. This seems the least destructive. Let's go here. This is only my second game. I have no idea what the repercussions of any of this is. Oh, boy. After days of exploratory digging, your tunnelers meet up with the southern tunnel. Your marshal immediately sets up a large set of bellows and several tons of burning feathers, pumping the tunnels with acrid smoke. The sound of enemy soldiers coughing is music to your ear. Once the tunnel is abandoned, you burn the wooden braces and collapse it safely. Success, but hardly a victory. None of their troops were killed, but you fended them off for the time being. On the other hand, wartime feather supplies run dangerously low. What will we do without the feathers? It seems like all of my prospects are very bad. Ugh. Majesty, the Republic of Kurth has levied extreme trade sanctions against us for perceived crimes against them. Notably, your inability to repay your loan from Salvant and Gaul. Pah! We don't need them. What can we do about it? That's for the council to decide. But we must do something between this and the rebellion. Our people will soon run out of basic necessities. Alright. These are both awful. This is all terrible and awful. And I hate it. I don't think vetoing will help. Let's set this. Go. I think either this one or this one loses us the game, if I understand it right. Yeah. I think that's it. Yeah, I did reverse it because it was funny. The gods are good, your greatness. Let's show those Kurth bastards what we're made of certain stuff. Yeah, I know, y'all won. I did the reverse because I wanted to do it. A veto wouldn't have helped because y'all just would have picked the other one. It's fine. Though another month of sanctions, your nobles change their tune. By the gods, we must give the Kurths what they want. Bleeding money over here. Why should we suffer because of your grievances? At the very least, we take solace in the fact that the rebels are suffering too. Trade war continues with no end in sight. The rebellion didn't work last time. The last time it didn't work. It almost did, but they still lost. The grandees marched through the crownlands, pillaging and burning. The roads are heaving with refugees, and corpses clog the rivers. Now the capital is surrounded. You stand on the ramparts of your palace, staring out in dismay at the army camps stretching for miles outside the walls. Get down from there, your majesty, if they get lucky with a crossbow bolt. They look like ants from up here. Silly little ants. Yes, well, even ants are terrifying in enough number. After someone's kicked their nest, we have one hope. Chiefs and the patricians are still out there. Their combined armies smashed the rebels in the last battle, and they can smash them again. Hope they get here in time. The ninth god will decide our fate. As you finish your sentence, an immense trebuchet hurls a 10-ton boulder towards the capital. Crashes into a nearby clock tower, smashing it to smithereens. Like I said, your majesty, you better get inside. Oh, we need E, patricians. We need E. Get that military up. Nothing gets the stability up, so we're screwed, but... I almost spent everything! I wasn't watching. Military up and farming up, man. I think the stability 0 ends it. If I remember right. Siege grinds on. Another dawn breaks. The great army of the south sprawls outside your city walls. For the last 3 weeks, they have tried to fight their way in. The siege drags on and your food supplies are dwindling. The streets outside your palace explode in daily riots as the citizens demand to be fed. They'll get over it. Eat the horses. As the evening draws in, horns blast outside the city walls. The grandees are mounting a final attack. This will do. Alright. Let's see how this turns out. Not good. Sun rises on the city in turmoil. The grandees begin their assault last night. Heard nothing outside but screams and howls at the clash of blade scenes. Half the capital's in flames. Soldiers rush back and forth, shouting panicked orders. You have seen your marshal since haven't seen your marshal since the night before. Probably she's already dead. Your honor guard are in the streets outside the palace, building a barricade and organizing last-ditch defenses. Vital work, but you're vulnerable without them by your side. The royal court is empty, except for you and your cousin, cradled in the arms of their nanny. Their crying is giving you a headache. Your Majesty, you must see this. Follow me. Let's go. She leads you up into the palace walls, where you look out over the endless mass of soldiers rampaging through the streets of the city. In the darkness of dawn, you can barely make them out. Only silhouettes and countless glimmers of torches. You duck as a burning arrow sails overhead. Why did you bring me here? Look closer, Your Majesty. The army is shifting and convulsing, like a great beast in pain. Horns trumpet, hooves thunder. The chiefs and patricians have arrived in full force. A mighty hammer, smashing the grandees against the wall of the city. Victory! After that, it's just mopping up. The grandees make a brave final stand, but they don't stand a chance. Their army is crushed. By dawn, rebel corpses clog the rivers and blanket the city streets. The crows feast like never before. Soon the armies of the chiefs and patricians are parading through the city, waving their banners and showing off their loot. Meanwhile, Grandee Dr. Guess Who II, the leader of the rebellion, is brought to you in chains. Common folk crowd into the palace and watch the trial. Kill me if you like, but the ninth god knows that what I did was righteous. Okay, this is going to get our stability back up, so that's good. This is all the same, isn't it? Alright. Good job, chiefs and patricians. You did well. It's very good. People still died. They'll be fine. Sentence them to death. Throw them in the dungeon. Let's throw them in the dungeon. They can stew in there for a while. Stiff-backed and silent, Grandee Dr. Guess Who II is dragged to your oubliette. They are thrown into the darkness to reflect on their treachery. And just like that, the South is defeated. The rebellion is over. The kingdom is yours again. Nice. Okay. Woof. Man, that was a close one. Maybe it has to go below 0. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know how that works. As you sit resplendent atop your throne, the common folk raise a mighty cheer. Long live the monarch, they shout. Long live me, the king. Woof. That was rough. That was rough. Howdy, Northwind down my hand. How you doing? Welcome in. Let's get this back in here. Reverse voting was fun, but I've seen it now. My ambition. The expedition returns. This is the churd thing. Your Majesty, the expedition you sent to Chur has finally returned, and they brought back something quite extraordinary. A number of bedraggled sailors enter the room. They're supporting an incredible figure who stumbles around uncertainly on the stone floor. The figure has the head of a horse. Their body has been twisted by magic, but was clearly once human. They still have one hand with 5 malformed digits. Their 2-hoofed feet clop loudly as they walk. What? The hell is that? Pray, Your Majesty, let me explain. This is a wizard of great power. The horse snorts and neighs loudly. Do you make a mockery of the monarch with this sham? Never, your esteemedness. It's a horse wizard. He just has difficulty talking with that snout. It's a freaking horse wizard. Fine, we'll take him in and we'll show some compassion for this horse wizard. I feel like this is an oversight on a dev's part. Yeah, maybe. See, I don't know. Like I said, I don't know how a lot of this works. After months of painstaking experimentation, you devise a way to communicate with the creature. Incredibly, the horse does indeed claim to be a once human wizard. Whoa, farming all the way up. Dang. Howdy, Lee. You missed a lot. Wow. That was our ambition, too. That's really good. In exchange for keeping me at your castle, he bestows upon you multiple wisdoms relating to the taming of beasts and their agricultural uses. Farming in the kingdom is revolutionized practically overnight. Huh. I wonder if there's going to be any repercussions for that. Bad news, Your Majesty. The Republic of Kurth has only expanded our sanctions. Oh, I didn't mean to hit this. Oh well. Trade is terrible. Go see and beyond. We've been embargoed. Only the Isle of Saul still trades with us, but their economy is even smaller than the North's. Become fully self-sufficient. Let's do this. Let's try this out. Let's see how that lowers our authority. Stability is a lost condition during the rebellion. However, specifically in the season where the siege grinds on appears and a grim dawn the war's end, it isn't checked. Okay. See how bad that wrecks our authority. Probably pretty bad. Yep. Way down. Though your concessions are primarily seen as a sign of weakness, you stave off total collapse. Kurth eagerly agrees to your terms, knowing you'll have the upper hand in all future negotiations. Start of your reign, you said you wanted to be the parent of the nation. You're well on your way to reaching that. Peasants are thriving and well fed. They think of you fondly. Well done. It's nice. Hard takes the grands. Maybe. No. I don't know. We can't afford to raise defiance for anybody right now. To shut down your noble scheming for good, we need to build on their reputations. Your advisors have some ideas. The common folk are a sleeping giant, and even the nobles are afraid to look. You become beloved by the peasants. The nobles won't dare overthrow you for fear of revolution. Or you could declare war on the Ashmedian Empire. The nobles will forget their schemes if you win. Our military's pretty bad. Military's not in great shape. Neither is stability. Farming's great, though. Stability is worse. Maybe we can work on that military. Let's do it. I've already taken the route contacting the Ashmedian ambassador. Let's get him. Greetings, Your Grace. We're to discuss the terms of our upcoming war. Oh, I was rather hoping to catch you by surprise. We all know there's a big war on the horizon. The only question is when. Now listen. Ashmedian Empire is far larger than your kingdom. Don't you wonder why we never quashed you like a bug? It's because we're divided by internal conflicts. They see that the empire is ruled by its emperor. In reality, Ashmed is ruled by its generals, who battle endlessly for control of the capital. Oh, why are you here? I'm here representing General Thalakan, whose lands are safely distant from the border. If you were to invade, all we ask is that you send us your signal. We'll launch a civil war, taking advantage of the chaos to bump off some of our own rivals. A bold plan. I will leave you to think on my words. We need 8 or more. Okay, 3, 6, 9. Well, we got 9. That's good. We take advantage of the Empire's internal divisions. We may actually have a chance to beat our oldest enemy. That would shut the nobles up for good. But winning won't be easy. Priority is to raise the kingdom's overall farming and military as much as you can. And of course, there can't be open rebellion amongst the nobles. Yeah, rebellion is always a little too close at hand for my life. Okay, the season. Jailbreak. Who got out? Your Highness, do you remember Grandee, Dr. Guess Who II? That's you, isn't it? Oh, the person I threw in my dungeon. That's right, my parent. You threw them in the prison for leading the rebellion. Well, they escaped. I knew it. They cunningly concealed their escape tunnel behind a 6-foot-wide oil painting of cavorting nymphs. See, I thought an oubliette was a little harder to get out of than that. That's why I did it. Gods be good. Why was this villain allowed such a painting in their cell at all? Villain or not, Dr. Guess Who, too, was a grandee and was accommodated accordingly at the grandee's request. Let me hunt down this outlaw, your greatness. I'll show these soft-hearted grandees how a chief keeps their prisoner. We definitely don't want any of this to go down. Is David Bowie down there hunting long? I don't think I'd allow David Bowie to be any part of anything I got going on. That's only a 30% chance. Not the best. Put a bounty on their head. That's bound to work out. Howdy, killer. How's it going? This is a cherry bean. Reinstalled Windows. Congratulations. That's always a pain in the ass when you have to do that. How much of a bounty do you want to put on Grandee Dr. Guess Who 2? You only have to pay out if someone brings you their head. Let's do 250 gold. I suppose we must hope there's a bounty hunter who just happens to be in Grandee Dr. Guess Who 2's neighborhood. To your disappointment, no one comes forward to collect the bounty. Ugh, stupid authority. Somewhere out there, Grandee Guess Who 2 remains at large, and the monarch's justice looks weaker than ever. No. Hopefully your crap Doesn't cause any problems for you, killer. Your Majesty, mass unemployment and unrest have arisen in the north. Business is going bankrupt. Mills shutting down. People are calling it a Great Depression because it's making everyone miserable. My investments have all gone up in smoke, and it's the same for all the other chiefs. Must find a way to lift the north out of poverty is what I meant to say. Oof. God dang, why does everything contain something that wrecks stability or something? Tell the peasants to stop buying so much turnip toast. I can't hard tax anybody, or there's just going to be another civil war. I can't do it. We get mass unemployment. Turn them into soldiers. Easy. Begin the process of mass conscription, forcing the unemployed northern peasants to be productive by shoving longbows into their hands and telling them to practice hitting sacks of straw at 50 paces. The northern army swells in size, but the economy is still in shambles, and the chiefs grumble that their investments are losing value by the day. I mean, that's good, right? Okay. Ambition. Conquest. For the last few months, your marshal has been crisscrossing the kingdom, chumming up troops in preparation for your first strike against the Ashmedian Empire. Today, at last, she's returned, and she's brought one of the patricians. Your Majesty, the nobles are proving reluctant to commit their soldiers to your cause. They sent a delegation to speak with you. Your august Majesty, of course, we all support a war with the accursed dogs of Ashmed. Of course we do. We're more patriotic than anybody. It's lean. But we're all concerned about the harvest. Your marshal is telling us, harvest? Look at the farming. It's fantastic. Telling us to raise all our able-bodied levies. If we do that, who's going to gather the crops? The kingdom could starve. Can we just tell the peasants to eat something else? Cake, maybe? Damn peasants will just have to tighten their belts. That sounds like it just rips up the stability. I wouldn't want that. Just damn cowardice, if you ask me, Your Majesty. All the nobles are echoing this nonsense. The fools are worried about going hungry for a few years. Till we can persuade them that the kingdom will survive, they won't commit their full forces to our band. Okay, this is good. Assure nobly that the kingdom can survive a few bad harvests. By sea and storm, your esteemed highness, you're right. The kingdom can survive a few hungry winters if it means teaching those Ashmedian bastards a lesson. That's the spirit. Trust we have the backing of the patricians in starting this war, then? Indeed, your esteemed highness. Let's do it. Yeah, there we go. We're gonna do it. One by one, your marshal approaches the nobles of your council, seeking their approval for the launch of a war against Ashmed. Ah, your greatness, the chiefs never back down from a fight. You have our access. Grandees will welcome the chance to teach those godless Ashmedians, heathens, a thing or two about the wrath of the Nine God. Nobles are united behind the idea of a war, Your Majesty. Huzzah! Let's do it. I like the enthusiasm. But it's been a long time since the kingdom mobilized so much of its army. What? We just got done with a war. We need to ensure that they're up to the task. I'll assemble the troops at once. Inspect the troops. Oof, 50%. Camp stretch. Yes, it's a success. Camp stretches for miles outside the walls of the city. The ground has been churned to mud under tens of thousands of boots. As you approach, you are greeted by an awesome sight. Rank upon rank of hard-faced footmen holding swords aloft, knights on horseback, their plate mail glinting, archers and crossbowmen training furiously, hitting target after target. Beautiful, ain't it? Good work, Marshal. You did it. Thank you, Your Majesty. Let's march. Soldiers let out a full-throated roar. For the kingdom! For the monarch! Yes, for me! army is a vast, stinking, hungry monster that swallows up the landscape as it marches south. Wait, south? Is that where they are? When you arrive at the border, your soldiers spill across like a flood, sweeping away the surprised Ashmedian sentries in their path. To tell the truth, you didn't see much of the fighting. Your job is just to give inspirational speeches before the battle. Wave a sword around and duck back into your tent. Despite that, or perhaps because of that, your first Ashmedian campaign is a huge success. By the time you return to the capital for winter, you've conquered almost 100 miles of territory along the border. As the city gates swing open, you're greeted with a rush of joyous sound, clapping, cheering. Peasants are throwing roses at your carriage. Trailing behind you, of course, is also a retinue of wounded soldiers nursing deep-seated trauma and grieving their lost comrades. The peasants largely ignored them. All hail me, the conquering hero. Yes, it's me. Pull out my sword and give it a waggle. No, they'll see I can't. They see I don't know what I'm doing with it if I do that. Wave to my fans. The cheering somehow gets louder. They really think you're a hero, even though you spent most of your time in a tent looking at maps. As you step back into the council's presence for the first time in many months, the nobles all look up to you with trepidation. Welcome back, your esteemed highness. Let me be the first to congratulate you on your victory. But now we can get back to the business of ruling. There are many votes that need your attention. Small matters no longer. Did you forget there's a war on? But what about democracy, the Constitution? Did the monarch misspeak? You may have won a victory, but Ashmed will strike back, and strike back hard. You don't have time for those. You need to prepare. If you squabbling bastards don't unite behind the monarch right away, you'll wake up next year with Ashmedian soldiers in your bedchambers. Do I make myself clear? Crystal. So this is what it takes to stop me scheming against. Nothing like a common enemy, eh? Yes, your esteemed highness. There's one thing we hate more than each other. It's the Ashmedian Empire. After that, the nobles never defy you again. But it's not like your life gets easier. Your Majesty, I hate to interrupt your meeting, but I just received word that the Ashmedian Empire is marching on our newly conquered territories. We're sending 30 regiments. We need to mobilize immediately. With a sigh, you head back to your chambers and begin strapping on armor. Here we go again. Huh, okay. Wow. It looked really bad for a while there. The Grandees almost did it. They almost did it. So, congratulations, patricians. And I actually won a game that time. Go me. Yes, thanks chiefs and patricians. No thanks to the Grandees. Troublemakers, as they always are. Always, always. Always a thorn in my side. I'm a warring tyrant. Y'all taught me how to be a warring tyrant. This was all you. Alright, let's see. Let's see what's going on. I'll read this here in a moment. Oh, okay. The chiefs abandoned their hopes for Old Hell's Horn, which passed into legend once more. A treasure fit only for seducing adventures into the frozen wastes, where ice giants or hypothermia await. The attempt to woo Ethmorel into the southern cause was doomed to failure. Eventually the wizard, bored of these mortal quabbles, flew up into the clouds, leaving Grandee Zek without help. The patricians celebrated their victory, and Avis was venerated as a true hero of the coast. Some whispered that the patricians were losing control of their puppet as the monarch consolidated their power around their heir apparent, Avis II. Monarch Avis's reign spanned another 15 glorious years, mostly spent fighting in foreign lands. They conquered land from Tavalin and Ashmead, lost it, campaigned to get it back. By the time the old warrior died, they were battle-scarred and celebrated as a hero. But most of all, they were tired. Whew, it took us 4 years. Jeez. Alright. Thanks, everybody. That was a fun game. I actually won one. After the last one went so bad. So, those of you familiar with the channel know that I'm going to be doing some Sam Monday later today. We're going to be doing some Splatoons 3 yeah, that's it, 3 Salmon Run. I'm very tired. But good job, everybody. Thanks for joining me. I see that Kikoskia is playing King of the Castle right now. I'm actually a pretty big fan of Kikoskia. I've been watching Kikoskia's stuff for a long, long time. So, I'm sending y'all over there. Once again, thanks for joining me for some of this. This was a lot of fun. I'm going to go have a rest. Have a good time over at Kiko's channel. Take it easy, and I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.